What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and it's time for another gift guide. The holidays are amongst us, and I know some of you are looking for the best tech products that you can get your hands on. So we actually got some really cool options on this list, but first we gotta give a huge shout out to Bitdefender for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now, you might not think about it, but right now is a very important time to have protection against cyber criminals. We're buying tons of presents for the holidays, entering sensitive information on websites, and this is just like the perfect lurking ground for cyber criminals to steal your information, but you can stop all that with Bitdefender. And if you're not familiar with Bitdefender, they protect over 500 million systems worldwide, and this holiday season is no different. And it's crazy to hear, but every hour, hackers make over 20,000 pieces of malware. But with Bitdefender's network threat prevention and advanced threat detection, it'll keep all the threats away. And thankfully, Bitdefender can do all of this without slowing down your machine. It can detect when you're doing work or playing a game, so it's not going to interrupt or slow down your system at all. I'll have it linked down below in the description for you to check out. So protect yourselves, guys. We are in the age of digital holidays in 2020, so definitely do that. Links down below in the description. But thanks to Bitdefender for sponsoring this portion of the video. And oh my gosh, look at this, guys. It is snowing. That is how you know this is the right time to do this video. The snow is here, y'all. But either way, the very first thing we got on this list, guys, is this backpack from the folks over at Main Gear. Now, you might be thinking a backpack, that's not tech, but you hold your tech inside of here. If you guys have seen my gadget backpack videos, you know how important backpacks are to me and my tech. So I think for any tech lover, they'd really like this. Not only is it a nice, clean looking backpack, and they've got like 3 different colors. This is their gray one. I think they have a white one and possibly a black and red one as well. But they offer quite a few different compartments. So if I were to pop this open, you guys see you got spots for, you know, pens, pencils, little stuff. You can put your phone in here. You got another little pouch up front. Probably throw like a portable charger. You got a pocket on the side for water bottles, that kind of thing. And it's got a nice like coated material, so it feels nice and fuzzy. And on the inside, you have quite a few more compartments. So you've got like your laptop compartment over here, something for your tablets with that nice fuzzy interior. It even has a spot for a Nintendo Switch, you guys. You guys know me. If a backpack has a lot of compartments to hold all my tech in, I'm a happy camper. But what's really cool about this backpack, you guys, is that it has tile integration. In this little compartment over here on the side, it has a built-in tile. So with this, you can go ahead and find your backpack using the tile app in case you ever misplace it, or if you think someone snatched it or something, you can use the tile app to try and locate it. And as you can see, you got extra pockets over on this side too. So I like this backpack. The quality is definitely nice. It only goes for about $100, and I think I've seen it on like Micro Center for like $50. So if you want to pick one up, you might want to check Micro Center first, but even if you spend like $100 on this, I think you'd be pretty happy. It's really good quality. I think it looks clean. Definitely a go. Now, speaking of go, our next product is actually inside of here, and that is the Surface Laptop Go. And this is one of Microsoft's Surface laptops. And I love Microsoft's products because they're great quality. And this one is no different. This is a premium feeling laptop. Even though the bottom has like this soft texture to it, overall it has like the metal on top, the metal where you're typing with the keyboard. And it even includes a nice fingerprint scanner. So when you power it on, you can get right into it with a fingerprint. It doesn't have like the Windows Hello camera that you typically see on Surface products, but I think this makes up for it considering the price. So these start at about $600, and that's for the i3 model. Honestly, I would just go up one to the i5. That's probably where you get the most bang for your buck in terms of like performance. You got a nice, beautiful display here. It looks great. It's also a touch screen, so you can go ahead and use touch inputs if you want. It has an amazing keyboard. So the overall experience is just really nice on this. Easy recommendation, and it comes in quite a few colors. I'm rocking the best one over here. But I definitely think if you're gonna purchase a laptop for someone for the holidays, you want a solid laptop that's not gonna be super expensive, that's really portable, I think this is a really solid option. But next up on this list, guys, check this out. Google, turn on Family Room TV. Now that was possible thanks to the new Google Chromecast. Now this isn't just any Chromecast, this is Chromecast with Google TV. Now we're pretty familiar, some of us might be familiar with Google Chromecast. With that, you'd be able to plug in the Chromecast into your television, and from your phone or another device, you can cast something onto the screen. But now they've included Google TV. So you have an actual remote that you can go through menus. It's not just a receiver for shows that you beam to your television. So you've got all of these different apps that are available on it. And this is really cool because now you no longer have to rely on another device to stream content. So if you don't have a smart TV in 2020, that would be pretty shocking. But if you don't have a good interface, maybe the smart TV you have doesn't have a good selection of apps, because I know a lot of smart TVs don't have Crunchyroll, right, Carl?
None.
Then that's a problem. But either way, we have it all here. You have a great selection of apps. You have this remote where you have Google Assistant as well. So I can just say something like, play Your Average Consumer on YouTube. Is that gonna work? If that works. Oh man, come on. But either way, guys, you saw it for yourself. You can pretty much just ask Google to play something and it'll pull up the show. It can open apps. You just gotta speak to it. I think that is awesome. And if I have like a Google Assistant somewhere outside of, using this remote, and I can do things like say, Google, open Hulu on Family Room TV. So that's dope. You don't even need to really use the remote. I think that's awesome. And since this thing is a Google Assistant as well with that button, it can control smart home products and all that stuff. So there's lots of functionality that they've brought over to the Chromecast, way more than it had before. And it's only $50. This is a really, really great gift for someone who might not have a great smart TV interface, or they just want to have access to like the smart assistant, all that kind of stuff. Listen, it's a good buy, you guys. Lots of good apps. You can play games on this even if you want to. I definitely think for $50, it is worth it. Now, I love this for all of its functionality, but something similar that I've recommended in the past is the Amazon Fire Cube TV. That one is something that I absolutely love. I actually have it down in my basement, in my man cave. That controls all of the smart home products that I've got going on down there. You have like a lot of the same controls, but it's Amazon. I think that one right now goes for about $100, at least from what I've seen on Amazon recently. But I've seen it as low as like $60. So definitely check the links down below. Check on that product frequently because it dips down to some pretty cheap prices. So you might want to look into it. And not to mention, not only does this thing control the Chromecast, but it controls your TV as well. I can power off my TV with the remote. It's just like a really nice system that Google has created here. So pick it up, it doesn't break the bank, and it's got some cool features. But over here, we've got some stuff that I want you guys to see. So over here, we have the OtterBox OtterSpot wireless charging system. Funky name, but it's a really cool product. So we all know wireless chargers. You can go ahead, throw your phone on here, and it'll charge it up, That's what they do. But what if you've got like something else that you need to wirelessly charge, right? Well, you can go ahead, take that off, and throw that on there as well. So you have two devices charging at the same time, and it doesn't take up a lot of space because if you're not charging two devices, you just prop this one back on top and boom. So that's possible because this thing has a built-in battery, which is kind of cool because that means you can go ahead, take this wireless charging system pretty much anywhere, and you just throw it down and you just let it charge. That is cool. But what's also cool about this is that you can see it has the little prongs here up top so that it can go ahead and have more and more and more stacked on top. So this is a dope wireless charging system. $100 for this, and it's modular, so you can keep adding to it if you want. I really feel like OtterBox knocked this one out of the park. They did a really good job here. But let's say you don't want to do wireless charging. You want something a bit more traditional. Well, over here we have the Satechi 100-watt dual USB-C PD charging system. Listen, it's a mouthful. It's a really cool charging system if you want to charge things like laptops, smartphones, tablets, you name it. It has 3 USB ports. 2 of them are USB PD, and they both can support up to 100 watts. So that means you're gonna be able to charge up laptops like the MacBook Pro with no problem. Now, if you're using both ports at the same time, you'll get 60 watts and 30 watts from each one. But if you're using only one, you'll get a full 100 watts, which will, like I said, charge up even the largest MacBook Pro. Now, this is cool because, like, you know, if you have your MacBook Pro, if you're out and about, you don't need to carry multiple chargers with you. You've got your MacBook Pro, you've got like your iPhone. Let's see, we got some chargers over here. So you're just sitting there, you're plugging everything in. You're all super connected. Your iPhone is fast charging. Your MacBook is getting all charged up. And it only goes for about 80 bucks. If you were to get a MacBook charger on its own, you're probably paying in the same ballpark, but this thing can charge 3 devices all at the same time because remember, it does still have a USB-A port down here at the bottom. Now, don't get me wrong, this probably doesn't stand out to you as like that must-grab product, but if you pick that up for a techie who loves to do work on a laptop and loves to maybe, you know, go places and get things done, this is going to be so clutch. That MacBook, the fans are kicking up for no reason. It's an older model. It's a much older model. We just pulled it out of the grave here. Anyway, let's keep going. And we actually still have something over here. Check these out, guys. These are the Sony XB900Ns. Now, if you're looking for a good pair of Bluetooth headphones with a lot of bass, good sounding bass, these are what you want to check out. But they also have like a nice clean look to them. In previous versions of these headphones, they've looked a little bit on the crazy side, a little bit larger, but now Sony has toned it down a bit. These look a bit more standard, but what's also cool is that these have active noise canceling built into them, as well as an ambient mode. So you can cancel out everything around you or let sounds in. And these only go for 123 bucks right now, at least on Amazon. That is a steal for these headphones. You can use the companion app that comes with it so that you can have access to a ton of features. You can change up the sound quality. They're foldable, they've got a good design, and they got 30 hours of battery life, you guys. This is going to last someone a really long time. If you know someone who loves listening to music for hours and hours and hours, this is gonna be a great gift. And these are super lightweight headphones with really nice soft ear cushions, and they're over the ear, so these will go completely around the ear, and they feel super nice to wear. And I'm telling you, if you feel like you might want these or you might want to pick them up for someone, you should check the links down below as soon as possible because these things can go on sale like this and go back to normal like this. You have no idea when the sales kick in. Right now at 123 bucks, that's a steal. But there's another pair of Sony headphones that I think would serve someone pretty well. These are the Sony WH-CH700N. Now there is a newer model. They have the 710N, but I still have like the previous version. These are a nice pair of headphones. Like overall have pretty decent sound quality. They're not extra bass or anything, but they do sound really good. And they also have access to the companion app, so you can have access to a bunch of features. You have noise canceling, all that good stuff. But the 710N has a bit more of an updated design than what I've got over here. But I do recommend checking out the newer one. And the new ones I think are on Amazon right now for about $88. That's a really good price for some over-the-ear noise canceling headphones. I highly recommend checking those out, as well as these guys if the person you are getting these for really likes bass. So there are some really good Sony headphones out right now that don't break the bank. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Hopefully this helped you get some nice ideas for what you need to get for the holidays for your tech lover or yourself. But if you guys haven't seen the Baller Edition or the more budget edition, I'll have those linked down below in the description as well. So whatever price range you might be working with, I've got you covered. But till the next one, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be the cool guy or girl that gives this video a thumbs up. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace. Carl, what you buying me for Christmas?
Nothing.